I am late. Y'all don't even want to know what I got this freaking. So I left my stand. In my salon. So I'm using my vase, my flower vase with my flowers. You guys are sitting in my flower vase. So super bougie. And I am actually just trying. Hi from Texas. I'm just gonna go with the flow, you guys. Let me tell y'all, I am literally just getting home maybe like an hour ago from my salon, and I'm tired. So yeah, I did not prepare much today, but we can get done what I can get done. So I am just gonna, oh, you guys, I'm tired. Okay, your girl is tired. I just left my salon and I'm here with y'all. I don't know, but lately I've been having like a lot of like neck pains. Hi. Yeah, I am like, ooh. I don't really like massages, but I don't know. I'm like, maybe I might need one. Thank you. All right, so let me go ahead and I want to get started on, I have to open up this box. Let me grab something. I actually think this might work. Grab something to open this box up with. All right, so this is what my candles come in. They come in this big, like, you know, blah thingy. So actually, you know, I got a box cutter. Hold on, let me go grab my box cutter real quick and I'll be right back. Where is my box cutter? I don't even know where it's at. It's like when I need stuff, I can't find it. Look, we're just gonna use this right here. This is so ghetto. I got a whole gown on. I'm a duck with a gown on. Alright. So this is just kind of like, I know this is so ghetto me open. I'm literally opening this box. Kids, don't try this at home, okay? If we have kids up here, this is adults. Safety first. Oh, thank you, Steven. You gave me the perfume bottle I wanted. That's so sweet. Okay, all right, so this is how my candle jars come in. Reminder, you guys, or gals, my jars are custom, so they're just not coming just like regular. Oh, thank you, Gerald. That's so sweet. Oh, that kind of scared me. All right, y'all, we getting there. Gotta be careful because it might show my address on the box. I don't want nobody popping up on me, surprising me. Alright. So I be using, when I get stuff, I get Hi from Vegas. I be using this like styrofoam to like, oh my gosh, Gerald, thank you for the perfume. That's what I wanted. So when I pack my candle boxes, like shipments and stuff like this, I actually like to use this stuff because it really is sturdy. So, and I'm big up on recycling stuff. All right, so look, so y'all can see when my jars come in, they come in like, all right, good, like this. And I literally just got this box from, oh, thank you, Machiavelli. You're so sweet. Oh, roses. Machiavelli, we're literally inside, my camera is inside a vase of roses right now. Okay? Like, okay, so look. So when it comes in, it is literally just plain And it looks like it's like lines, but that's because y'all are literally in my vase with a whole bunch of Mandy, stop it, girl. Look, Mandy. Thank you, friend. Thank you, boo. How are you? Oh my gosh, I love y'all. Mandy. So, yeah, so they just come in with my logo on it. And again, it's no sticker. My name is engraved into the jar, but it also does have the PPE liner in it. So I just kind of like go in the protective so it won't break, because nobody wants to hear like clacking, you know. So I paid extra to get this aligned inside of here, just so it can be more, you know, it can just sound, I don't know, it sounds better. It doesn't break. So I really have to go and manually fix each one, because how they had it, they just kind of like threw it together. So it just makes it boom. Girl, I got you. Whenever you ready, let me know. Make a little special for you, friend. Girl, I'm so tired. I literally just left the salon today doing hair, and your girl is low-key out of it. I was like, okay, well, I didn't come up here last week because what happened? I had a freaking, y'all, I failed you. Okay, I failed y'all. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm addicted to Starbucks. That's the truth, God honest truth. Like for the past like 4 to 5 years, I've been going to Starbucks like every single day. At this point, I'm pretty sure I could have had like a franchise, or at least a down payment on a franchise for Starbucks, because yeah. Thank you for, I need to hear that, girl, because let me tell you, there be times I just be getting in my head. I'm just like, oh, is it ever going to work out? Is it? But I'm just like, you know what? Rome wasn't built overnight. That's what they say, right? But girl, I ain't gonna lie. There be times I just be like, maybe I'll just give up and be a housewife or something. I don't know. But thank you. I needed to hear that. I really do. Because I be getting in my head. I be telling people, am I a loser? I need y'all to tell me, am I a loser or not? All right. So, honestly, I forgot how many comes in here. So my biggest thing is I have in my garage right now, probably like 30, yeah, maybe like 30 more boxes that I need to fill and sell, because in order for me to move to the next level in my business, I have to sell these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to try to pull as many out as I can right now. I might have to put this on the floor, y'all. So sorry, it might be a little boring. Again, I literally just left my salon, and I wasn't going to come up here, but I was like, no, because I didn't come up here last week because I had a migraine, because I'm coming off of caffeine, and I had to come up here this week. But I kind of let y'all down because, well, I let myself down really because nobody really cares, but I let myself down because I went to Starbucks today. I went there. Now all this is when we work together and look at you, manifestation. You remembered. Girl, oh, I was just thinking about that job too. I was just thinking about that job the other day. I was like, I wonder what Milk Dud doing. Girl, you know who Milk Dud is. Girl, he was so annoying. I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if he's still bothering people. Girl, I call him Milk Dud. Me and you did. It was our secret code. Oh my God, that man was crazy. Girl, me too. I couldn't take it no more. I was like, this man doing too much. But I don't know. You lasted what? Not too long after me you left, because oh, thank you. Yeah, he had a chocolate ball head. Oh, thank you, Mr. D. You're so sweet. Y'all, I got my candle burning too, by the way. Oh, it's the perfume for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see, I got my gown on. I don't know. I'm never gonna hold y'all. Oh, thank you. Hey, hand wave. Y'all, let me tell y'all, because I be seeing these girls up here doing this new thing now where they act like they are NPCs. Yeah, no. Like, just imagine me, oh, perfume, squirt, squirt. Like, what the fuck? I can't be doing that all day. Like, there's one girl, she like has, what is it, popcorn or something like that. I mean, I guess the girl is getting her coins, period. But I cannot. Like, I would end up laughing the whole live and forget that I'm supposed to be in character. That's what it's called. It's called AI, right? Oh my God, please. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Look, Mandy, no, I'm not doing that. Like, somebody was like, you should be more animated. I'm animated enough. Okay. I'm not about to be up here freaking doing the most. Hi, my name is Crystal. Welcome to Candle World. Today, oh, thank you for the perfume. Squirt, squirt. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the roses. Oh my God, I love roses. Smells good. Like, what? Like, that is so cringe. Look, thank you for the roses. Oh my God, I love roses. Like, all day? Exactly. Look, Mandy, I can't do it, girl. I can't do it. You said where I'm going. Honestly, I'm not going nowhere. I came right here to the candle shop with y'all, and that's where I'm going. I just wanted to dress up. I ain't gonna hold you. I was wearing my work uniform all day, and I was like, I mean, I'm feeling kind of cute. What I got in this closet? And I was like, ooh, I got the black dress. I think I shall wear it. Hey. So honestly, y'all, I don't even know what scent I'm gonna make. I have a whole bunch of stuff in my cart that I need to order, and yeah. So my goal right now is I need to come up with some new summer scents. Like, I know summer's almost over. Isn't that crazy to think about? Kids are gonna be back in school. We gonna be, you know, where did I go? I haven't went nowhere, but I do plan on taking my son. Thank you. I do plan on taking my son for his birthday next month to Mario. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I love big hearts. Yes, that's so sweet. You're so kind. But yeah, I do plan on taking him to Mario Land, so he doesn't know that I'm taking him there. It's kind of like a surprise. So I was hinting around it, but yeah. And then what did he say? Because he already has a PS5, so he's asking for like small stuff. I was like, so what do you want for your 7th birthday? And he's like, I want the new video game. I'm like, that's it? That you don't want nothing big? Because then he did say he wanted to go to Mario Land, but then he just like changed his mind to like such small stuff. I was like, I mean, I guess he's not materialistic, which that's a good thing. But your mama trying to have fun too for the summer, because I have did nothing but work and stay in the house. So all right, so I don't even know how many I have here, and I kind of just heated up the wax as soon as I came up on here. Yeah, so like I said, his birthday is next month. He will be 7, such a big boy. So I'm super excited. Alright, so I see the wax heating up. Oh my God, y'all, I want to tell y'all something, but I want to tell y'all some tea, but I don't want nobody to get offended because they might be on here. But it kind of made me feel some type of way. But I think I need to talk to them first before I say anything. And yes, it does have to deal with my candles. But no, my candles are wonderful, by the way, okay? Nothing wrong with my candles. It's just like something occurred. Make something like a cross, by the way, grape and lavender. So I have lavender. I would have to find like a really good grape type of high grade oil. Because like a lot of times they say like the oils are supposed to be certain things, but they just kind of like they kind of just like make sense together like I do, you know, to see what smells and like blah blah blah. And then sometimes they don't even smell like it's supposed to smell. So every time I buy a scent and I actually make a candle, y'all have to understand, like, I've taken my time to actually like burn it myself, test it, make sure it actually smells the way it's supposed to smell. Because a lot of times they'll just sell you stuff and then it's just like, this don't even smell like it's supposed to smell. Y'all just trying to sell me a scent, or I could have made it myself. So yeah, my brother told me to try something like cucumber melon. So I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, like Bath and Body Works had a cucumber melon lotion. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so oh my gosh. All right, y'all. I told y'all my mind was everywhere right now. I literally just left my salon. All right, so how many candles do we have here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I gotta get one more to make it even. So 20. We're gonna do 20. Thank you, Mandy. Okay, tell them, let them know. It'd be funny because like a lot of guys be like in my DMs like, oh yeah, I really like you, I'm gonna order some stuff from you, and then they go crickets, and then they come back and be like, you are so beautiful, I support women in business. I'm like, boy, leave me alone. Like, why do you keep saying that? But I'm still nice though. It's like, no, you know, nobody owes me anything. Actually, some people do owe me some stuff, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna let God handle that. So, actually, I have these like little. Well, I am so apologetic right now. You guys gotta like bear with me. So give me one moment before, because your girl is going through it. What did I do with that? Like, I had the little thingy. So I have these like little things that I stick into, you know, one of these lives we're just gonna have to get Crystal's candle storage together. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Thank you. All right. So y'all gotta come along this journey of building business with Crystal. All right, so I bought these little things. So how do I use these again? Do I think I do like this, right? Oh, that's for that. Well, we about to find out today. Okay, so I stick it. Oh, y'all, I told y'all I just left my salon. Y'all gotta give me a second to get my life, okay? Your girl been working all day. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I've been working since the crack of dawn, okay? Doing hair, slaying all day. I only ate once, okay? Like, please. I'm only one person. I'm trying to be a successful businesswoman. I'm trying to be a mama. I'm trying to be a lover. I'm trying to be everything. I'm trying to be an artist, okay? Thank you. All right, so yeah, so that's how that goes. All right, let me see if I could just stick them in here like this, make life a little bit easier for me. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I said I was gonna take y'all to the candle shop with me so y'all can see what I actually do, so y'all can see your girl not out here just selling y'all candles pre-made from overseas and slapping my name on it and saying these are luxury candles made with the highest quality oil and the highest quality wax that are soy coconut and to experience such a luxury. That's how those girls be finding when they be selling like all they pre-made clothes that they just put their labels on, and they didn't do no alterations. They ain't say, you know what, that color needs a little bit of sprucing. Actually, you know what, I don't like the way that A line is cut. Let me go ahead, we're just gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be doing that. Thank you. Thank you, TJ. How you doing? No. Okay, I have put time, tears, money, effort into my business, and I'm still learning. I'm still going. This is not like, at this point, like, people are like, oh, I love your hustle. Please don't call it a hustle. Because a hustle means you getting money, right? A hustle means that you getting bread off of it. Babes, I still have not even made the profit that I put into my business. And this is going on year 4. Okay, and I'm still putting money into my business because I have to get ready to buy a new printer because I'm being super bougie. And I want to be able to print out catalogs that are scratch and sniff. I've already paid my artist. I already got my design. It's a 16-page catalog. It's going to be scratch and sniff with my scents of each candle. And even though I already have a freaking $700 printer upstairs, apparently it's not an ink printer, it is a laser printer. So I need an ink printer, and the ink printer is another $700. And in order for me to do that, I got to buy it because I was looking at just having like a printing company do it. And yeah, it said that I would only get 50 catalogs for the price of like $500 when I could just spend $500, $600, $700 on an ink printer, and I can get way more and I can print as many as I need. Like, make it make sense. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it takes time. Yeah, like, I'm trying not to get sassy with people because maybe people aren't getting sassy with me, but like, I hate when people try to make it seem like I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just having a conversation, it's just me having a conversation. Don't try to make it seem like I'm stupid or like you're better than me, because like, where's my moderator at? Because I'm like, at this point in my life, it's just like, babe, I'm too old. Please stop. Please stop it. Anyways, going on year 4 in business, and I haven't sold my soul yet. And when I say I haven't sold my soul, because you know all the girls got to do, okay, too old for the games. Like, please stop with the shade. I could easily, you know, do what the girls be doing out here and just sell sex, and you know what I'm saying, like, just be like, oh yeah, please buy my candles, and like wear some lingerie or something, and I don't know, make a ratchet rap song. But I haven't done that at all. I'm taking my time. Like I said, I'm on year 4 in my business, and I could sit here and be like, bump that, I'm not about to do this the right way. I'm just going to take the easy way, the way out. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hot Shot. Y'all love roses today. Did y'all know y'all sitting in a bed of roses right now? My camera is literally sitting in my vase. I could not find my camera holder. It's at my salon. I was using it today on my client. So yeah, y'all are sitting in a vase of flowers. Like, okay, I don't want to mess it up, but literally like flowers. So no, y'all are really special. Thank you. You said I'm elegant and classy. I'm trying to keep it that way, but I ain't gonna hold you. Honestly, they say beeswax burns better. But a lot of people don't want beeswax candles because beeswax candles are yellow and sometimes they don't burn properly. Like, they say it's a really good wax. I actually tried beeswax, and the only problem I had with beeswax was it wouldn't burn properly. Like, it'll burn some properly, but like it'll be like residue left on the side, or it's just like, okay, it's just too much going on with that. But I don't know, I feel like if someone's like extra like sensitive, or like you just want to be super clean and super healthy, then you know, beeswax candles are definitely the way to go. I have soy coconut, and then for people that are like allergic to coconut, I also offer soy as an alternative only. Where does wax come from? That's a good question. Again, you know, if I was a scientist, I would be able to sit here and tell you how they transform the oil of the coconut and the soybean into a hardened wax. But unfortunately, I was never that good in chemistry. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, soybeans, which come from the earth, and then coconut, which again come from trees, which come from the earth. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not able to give you more information on that. I probably should look that up. But I know paraffin is not good for you, so don't go for those candles. But everybody loves paraffin candles because everybody goes to the big box stores that makes them. And yeah, the synthetic wax is the paraffin wax, but everybody loves it, honey. They go get their little 5 for $25. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to do the same thing until I found out, like, it's just releasing so much toxins in the air in your house, and then that's why you're sneezing and you're like inflamed and coughing and all that. So, but I don't be like trying to like stress people. Like when people be like, oh my God, I'm about to go get these like these candles from blah blah blah, and because I don't want to like, you know, try to diss a company because that's like lame to me. But I just be wanting to be like, okay, well, you know, I have luxury candles that are way better, but okay, and they burn really slow. So, you know, paraffin candles like burn super fast and they're super dangerous and they're toxic. But I don't want to be that person because then it's gonna sound like I'm a hater. Yeah, everybody loves a good candle, I swear. Like, my candles are like slow burning. Like, I don't know if you heard of Dippity Q or Joe Malone, Louis Vuitton. Like, they have candles too, and they're slow burning. They're called bougie candles. Literally, even my candles are called bougie candles, and it's not because I'm trying to be bougie, because even though I am. Okay, I am what I want to be. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I can be ghetto, but majority of the time, like, I don't know. I mean, come on, I'm over here making candles with a freaking gown on. But they literally are called bougie perfume candles. And my candles are bougie perfume candles because I actually spend more time. I spent more time using more oils and figuring out how I can like put more oil inside the candle instead of filling it with just wax. Because what a lot of people are smelling whenever they go get their candles and stuff is a throw. It's called a cold throw. A cold throw is, you go to one of your like candle stores and you just open it up and you smell it. That's the cold throw. A hot throw, of course, is when it's hot. But everyone smells that first layer of cold throw. And what they do is they put Vibar inside of the actual candle to make it smell better whenever it is cold. So there's added ingredients into those candles. I hope y'all know that. Yeah, and that's fine. I love it when I'm cooking. Like, even right now I have a candle burner right now, but I don't know. I guess just my business. So I kind of just like, I kind of get like super passionate about it. But then I'm just like, I don't want to seem like a snob either. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you? Like, chemicals and stuff is bad for us to breathe, so don't buy cheap candles. Exactly. Like, when people be like, oh yeah, I got a great candle from, you know, I don't want to say names, but yeah, I got a great candle from blah blah blah, and it was only like $5, and I'm just like, okay, well, I wonder how long that candle's gonna last. Number one, and number two, oh my God, like, how toxic is that candle? Do you have kids in your house? Like, but it's just like, I don't want to be that person because everything, honestly, nowadays, like, has something in it, right? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person to be like a snob about it. So I kind of just like keep it to myself, you know? So if somebody's interested, or, you know, I'm like, I got you. So I feel like my catalog would definitely be different because who out here has a scratch and sniff candle catalog? Nobody. It's giving old school, like Avon, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mary Kay how they used to come around and, but I'm not knocking on nobody's doors. I was thinking about going in my neighborhood because I live in a pretty nice neighborhood. And I was thinking about doing that and just kind of like going around and be like, hey, I'm your like local candle maker. But the way people are nowadays, I am not trying to get shot. I mean, who would shoot me? But still. Or I don't want nobody's wife getting mad or jealous. Like, who is this lady at the door all dressed up nice, giving us a, we don't want it, bitch. You know, like, oh my God, I'm sensitive, girl. Please stop yelling. Here, take a candle. Thank you, David. You're welcome. You're so sweet. So I don't know. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna distribute it because they're kind of expensive, like to print. So the whole scenario, I know. That's my problem. I be thinking of like whole like stories. So y'all know I'm a writer. So before COVID hit, I had my own show. I was producing my own show, and when I say produce, I literally like wrote like my own scripts. I did casting calls and everything. I'm kind of back out with it, but just kind of just like right now, just trying to focus on my business. Oh, thank you for the swan. I missed it, but I saw it. I saw it like pop up. Thank you. Oh, thank you for stopping by, showing me some love. That's so sweet. That's so kind. So yeah, so I want to give y'all a story time about, I swear I do be answering for folks in my head. Look, okay, I do it all the time, and it's the best because I know I'm not alone. Like if I'm in the car or something and I did something wrong, like maybe I accidentally like, I don't know, cut somebody off or something, and then like they pull up beside me and I know they're going to look at me. I act like I'm having like an argument on the phone just so I can avoid eye contact. I'd be like, and I said, what did I tell you? I told you, girl. I told you he was doing you wrong. I don't care. Don't tell me no more about him. Period. I don't want to hear it. So then like in their head, they're like, oh, she going through something. Let me leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me leave her alone. She's going through something. I don't want no problems. And the whole time, I'm not talking to nobody. Nobody's in nobody's in the car. Nobody's on the phone. I'm just trying to get out of a confrontation, so I act crazy. Oh my gosh. Now that I say that out loud, I'm quite embarrassed. But I don't know. Lately I've been driving like a grandma. It do work like a charm. Or when the cops come, I swear, I don't even be doing nothing when the cops come, but they make me nervous. I see the cop pulling up. Oh my God. I just be acting like I'm enjoying life. Like I just know I'm good, which I am good, but I just act like I know I'm good. Like I'll just be in the car, just like listening to music, and I just be like, with your head, la 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 la. And then I let him pass because I need him to go. I need Mr. Officer Man to go. You can't be behind me for too long because then I'm like, oh my God, what are you fighting? Like, what are you seeing? Like, are you pulling my record? Like, what, is there something up there? Do I have a warrant out for my arrest? And I don't know. Like, what did I do? Like, did I do something? Did I not pay a fine or something? Like, what's going on? Like, I know I have to act like they do not faze me, but the whole time, yeah, I be sweating bullets. No, I just be like, just an upstanding citizen of the United States of America that pays their taxes and votes. I probably didn't vote this year. Well, I did vote this year, but maybe not the last 2 years. But that's none of your business. I'm an upstanding citizen. La, 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 la. Oh my God, speaking of that, I hear police sirens. I swear I don't live in the hood, y'all. Nothing wrong with the hood, though. Shout out to the hood. Okay. I made it out. Thank God. Woo. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, all right, so it looks like I got all these. Oh, I lied. Lord forgive me, for I have told a fib. I'm just gonna put one more in there, and then we can get started on kind of just having some fun. Oh my gosh, y'all, it has been a lot going on in the news lately too. Like, what has been going on with just like this whole Hollywood strike? Like, just when I thought I was gonna be a big time writer, all this stuff is going on because AI decides that it wants to do CGI and takes people's jobs, because apparently the 3 people that run it, they behind you because they know it's going to look that good. Like that. Oh, you are funny. Okay, if only. If only. One time I got pulled over, and I knew I was speeding too. I ain't gonna hold you. I was speeding, but I was rushing. Okay, I had to rush to get somewhere. Very important. Actually, I had a client. I was running to my salon, and I had a client, and he pulled me over, and I was just like, oh my God. So he came up to the car, and then he was like, do you know why I pulled you over? I was like, okay, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how fast I was going, but I know I wasn't going that fast because I literally live like right up the street. So I had to be going maybe like 5 over. And I was like, and you also scared me because you were hiding in those trees. Like, I didn't even know you could park there. I think because I made him laugh, like, he still gave me a ticket though. But he was like, you were reckless driving. He was like, you know, you can like go to jail for that. I was like, jail? I was like, I've never been to jail. I don't even know. Please, I don't want to go to jail. I was like, I've never been to jail. I promise. Like, I would never ever speed again. So when I go down that same road, I drive like a grandma. I don't care who is beating the horn at me, who wants me to speed up. Y'all just gonna have to wait because I already know they hiding over there like they hiding in Emporia. Period. Okay, I'm not trying to get no ticket. Y'all know in Emporia they be hiding inside the trees. Like literally, I swear they like drive up into the like leaves of the tree, and they just sit there, and then they just fly down. They got wings, and then they fly down, and then they put like Nas on, and then they're right behind you. It's like, dang, how did you get past me so fast? How did you get up here? And where did you come from? Like, do y'all got invisible, like, y'all got invisible cars out there? Because I know y'all got bread. Because everybody gets a ticket out there. So everybody I know has got a ticket out there. I bet their freaking police department is funded. They probably got invisible cars that are stealth. I'm telling y'all, they are on it out there in Emporia. They got money out there. All they do is sit around and just be like, yeah, we about to get them. We about to get them right now. Yeah. All right, so about these. You're funny. Well, while you're at it, you might as well just go on my website and creep and get a candle so you can tell me which one you like. All right, so I'm gonna put all of these inside. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put all the tops inside of the boxes, like a little more space. And then the wax has been melting as well. Aw, thank you. Okay, perfect. Almost done, y'all. And I think I have one in there already. And one in here. And I have one more. All right, perfect. So I got all this stuff. Good. I want to move this a little bit. Boom. Perfect. Okay. So I have all my oils over here. So the last time I did a live, I was like wearing heels because I was like trying to be so freaking cute. And let me tell y'all, by the end of that live, I think I was on there for like 3 hours. My feet were crying, y'all, like so bad. I was like, why was I trying to be so extra cute for? Okay, so I am all right. I don't even know which one. This one, okay, this one goes in here. Be careful. They was broken it. They was hurting, honey. And everybody that was on live was like, girl, please just take them off. I was like, my toes hurt so bad. I was like, I'm trying to be too cute. I'm doing too much. All right, so All right, so I'm going to, I guess I could turn y'all over here. I don't want y'all all in my business though. Actually, I'm kind of mad at myself right now. Oh my gosh. This whole time I've been up here talking my head off. Well, actually I've been working too, so. Child. Ain't got hardly no wax. All right, y'all, give me a second. I have to pour some more wax inside of here. I will, give me 1 second. I'm right here, right beside y'all. When I get better at this like whole like social media thing, I swear I'm gonna have like so many angles. Like I'm gonna have an angle on YouTube. I'm gonna have an angle on Instagram. You're gonna be like, dang, she got all the angles. I got all the angles, honey. All right, so I'm just putting a whole block in here to melt down so I can make a whole bunch of candles. Perfect. And I'm just gonna like, oh, thank you. That's sweet. What was that? That was super cute. Finger heart. Oh, thank you. Okay. Y'all, thank you for bearing with me. Again, your girl is tired. I have been working all day. Do I shoot hoops? No, I don't. That's just for my son and like the little kids and stuff that want to play with it. I don't know nothing about no hoops. One time I tried out for the basketball team, and you know how they have like all inclusivity with everybody, like they don't want to make nobody feel bad. So like they had like this A squad, B squad, and C squad, and they also had that on a cheerleading team. And they put me on the C squad in the cheerleading team, and I was the highest flyer. So I was very concerned because I was like, why am I not on the A squad? But apparently I was stiff. That's what I heard. But whatever. So anyway, so I tried out for the basketball team. Oh, thank you. And yeah, they was making fun of me because I could not dribble. So after that first day of tryouts, I was like, yeah, you know, it's not for me. I didn't grow up playing basketball. I was a track runner. I ran track, and yeah, I'm good with that. I did track and cross country. All right, so I don't know. Okay, I have lavender. I don't know, y'all. I am just not feeling like, I have so many scents that I just want to try, and I kind of just want to do something like, I want to do something fruity and fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to have some fun with this. What I got over here? Okay, I got almond and honey. I got, I already got something like that. I had daisy. Maybe I should try daisies. Daisies smell very florally, and I feel like florally is like for spring. Let me see, what's this one giving? Oh, thank you, Angelo. You're so sweet. I wonder what these two together would give. Yeah, I did track. I like track better. I like track and cross country. It's giving something. I'm trying to decide what it's giving. So it's giving like almond honey, like grapey, kind of grapey, kind of like cherry-ish, but I already have a cherry one, so I don't want to like make nothing that smells like cherries. Oh, thank you, Raphael. Oh, thank you, Angelo. Oh, Angelo, you're so sweet. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna let that Because I don't want to do the same thing that I always do. Ooh, let me try something. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Ooh, I think I might do like an apple. Give me an idea what apple, y'all. Like, what would go good with apple? Oh, with a few superpowers? Oh, yeah. That sounds cool. Okay, I'm thinking apple. What's a song with apple in it? Because a lot of my candles are named after songs. So like Chop It Like It's Hot. Okay, Angelo, so your music is power? Perfect. So I'm asking a question about music. What's a song that has apple in it? So one of my candles is called Chop It Like It's Hot. I have So Fresh and So Clean. I have This Ish Is Bananas. Bonita Apple Bomb. Okay, Corey, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta put me on. Bonita Apple Bomb, so they gotta put me on. Not apple bottom jeans. I'm screaming. Okay, that works too. Look, apple bottom jeans used to be that ish. I ain't gonna hold you. Bonita Apple Bomb, though. That one go hard. Okay, I'm really feeling the Bonita Apple Bomb. What else would I put with that though? So I have the apple. This is how I like brainstorm, like in my head. Like, what am I wearing? I'm just wearing a dress because I'm extra right now. And you can name a song after mine. Disco Berry by Angelo B. I just dropped it. Okay, Angelo. I gotta look your music up. I love that. I love like new music and new artists. Like, especially nowadays, like I feel like everything's kind of like the same, you know? I'm not going to a ball. The ball is here at the candle shop at Crystal. I literally just like to dress up in the house and make candles because I'm that person. I'm gonna look you up. No worries. I already like the name disco. Like, ooh, I'm into that. Come on, I look like it's giving disco. Yeah, because remember I had that headache because I stopped drinking Starbucks. Actually, I told a story because today I had Starbucks for the first time after, and I'm very, very sad, but I'm also very glad because I did not drink the whole Starbucks. I just drank enough to get me through the morning. But there needs to be another alternative because, okay, I don't drink Red Bulls because Red Bulls has aspartame in it. And, oh, thank you. Yeah, Red Bulls have aspartame in it. And when I get up early in the morning, a lot of like smoothie places aren't open. Oh, thank you, Angelo. You're so sweet. Yeah, all the like majority of the smoothie places aren't open, and then like I don't know, maybe I can start making juices. I just need to stop making excuses. That I'm not even gonna hold you. I was just like, what's close to me, what's near my salon, and Starbucks was there, so I was like, okay, fine, I can control my addiction, but I'm not going tomorrow for real this time. I'm getting my life together. Oh, thank you for the earth. That's super sweet. Yeah, I've been talking, I'm not me, not one candle. I gotta get it together. And on top of that, you guys, let me tell y'all, if you're in business, ladies especially, don't give up, boo. Like, I know it's like you see a lot of girls online and you're just living their best life. They are just flourishing. They are just like, thank you. Just that girl, right? But I'm here to be a real friend and tell you, okay, they might have a sponsor, they might have had a PPP loan, they might got, you know, family that already got money and then they just kind of like gave them money, which it falls into sponsor anyways, little sugar daddy or whatever the case may be. But if you're like a regular girl like me and you worked a regular job, 9 to 5, went to school, and you're trying to like get out of the rat race and build a business from the ground up, and you're not trying to just sell like tummy tuck tea, and you're not trying to sell just like regular clothes online, or you're not trying to sell like hair bundles, and there's nothing wrong with it, because I found a vendor in Brazil when I went to Brazil, because I've invested money. I didn't just go online. I actually flew to Brazil, and I actually went to a vendor and saw the hair, bought some hair, and tested it. And yeah, anyways, so there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're like really into business, like, it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be like something that you're going to get successful overnight. And if you do, then that is a beautiful thing. That is great. And obviously that was meant for you at the time you were supposed to have it. But realistically, yeah, you're going to be working until, you know what I'm saying, like your time comes. You got to put your time in. You got to put your, you know what I'm saying, like you got to put your, you know, you got to say, yeah, I worked for it. I've been through this. Like, I've experienced this. I've experienced people like not liking me or not liking my product, or, you know what I'm saying, like, you're going to experience that. And there's going to be times where you're just like, oh my God, I probably look so cringe because I'm in year 3 or I'm in year 2, and you know what I'm saying, like, I'm still going, and this girl is like, you know, killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, just keep going. Your time is going to come. Exactly, Corey. You got to go edit those videos, especially nowadays. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Especially, Corey, nowadays, especially with this Hollywood strike, we need people to be out here that are real editors and like real writers and real creators, because everything is like being taken over by like AI and CGI and all this artificial intelligence, you know, like taking people's jobs. So for you to like really be an editor and like be out here, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, we need you. Like, do your thing, please, because I don't know, I just feel like something up with this AI. It's not going to go far for too long, because people are not going to have it. Like, look at all the people that's complaining right now in Hollywood about, you know what I'm saying, like, the jobs being taken right now. So, yeah, you're in a good field. I say keep going with that one. Oh, thank you. All right, so I got my scale. Beep boop. So I got my scale out, and I want to measure, where is my little, I have a little bowl that I like to, actually I'm going to use one of my, perfect. So I'm just going to mix. Oh, perfect. This one's good. Hold on. I'm just gonna clean it out before I mix the oils in here, because I want to see like what this is actually going to smell like. All right, let me just weigh that. So it's 2.1. Please don't be like me. I really was not going to come up here because I was tired from working all day, but I was like, I cannot be telling y'all I'm gonna be up here. Actually, I have my computer here too. Telling y'all that I'm gonna be up on live. Oh, thank you. And then I don't show up. You know, like, how not professional. Like, no one's gonna believe me, Crystal. Your audience is never gonna grow. You're never gonna sell anything if you're not consistent. So I was like, all right, I don't have it all together, but I guess y'all just gonna have to be up here with me while I get it together. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I am just going to 2-1. Come on. And also, I'm also really upset because let me tell y'all what happened. So my computer has been running really slow. My MacBook runs slow, but it's kind of old. So, I mean, it's not that old, but it's old enough. But, 2-1. What? Okay, here we go. So yeah, so my iMac, my desktop, is like, it's just been kind of like, oh, thank you, Angela, you are really showing out. Oh, my bun, you're feeling my slick back bun. So I colored my hair last night. It's like, it's supposed to be like the darkest black. It's supposed to be like a blue black. So I don't know if you can see right now. I don't know. The light isn't really showing it. Oh, thank you. How sweet. Thank you. That was really kind. All right, so I'm gonna go into my notes and I am just going to write down my measurements for this apple. I'm thinking that I'm calling it Bonita Apple Bomb. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling it. All right, so this one is, we're just gonna rate it for now. Remind me later. Please remind me later because I'm doing something very important right now. Okay, back to the story at hand. Yeah, so your girl goes to Apple after I make an appointment and find out what is going on with my computer because it is running so slow. Like I can't print any labels out for my candles or like any instructions or anything like that. And it's just kind of annoying. So I take it, I made an appointment with the Genius Bar and I take it and I go in there and she was like, oh my God. She's like, I'm hoping it's not the computer I'm thinking it is. She's like, but I think it's the computer I think it is. I was like, what is it, girl? And she was like, it's the computer that has like the really slow processor. Like, and I literally just got that. I was just like, girl, I just got this like, I don't know, 3 years ago. Like, it's not even like 5 years old. What are you talking about? She was like, yeah, unfortunately, like Apple came out. These are my candles. She was like, Apple came out with like, you know, like an affordable desktop iMac. She was like, but they put like this like trash processor in it. I was like, affordable? I still paid $1,000-something just for the monitor. Like, for the little iMac thing. She was like, I know. I was like, so you mean for $400 I could have just got an even better one? And you're telling me that I spent my money on trash? She was like, I don't want to say it's trash. Yeah, I do. I make candles. And my name is engraved on them. So it's Crystal Marie. So it's no stickers or nothing. And they're luxury candles. If you go into my link in my bio and you're interested, you can see what scents I offer. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Oh, I love it. But yeah, so she was like, unfortunately, I don't want to say it's trash. She was like, but she was like, it's definitely not going to run any faster. She was like, even if we upgrade, you know, your we give you the update or whatever, like they run the update, whatever. She was like, it's still going to run kind of slow because the processor is trash. And I was just like, are you kidding me? So apparently I need to get ready to buy a brand new iMac. And I'm just like, child, if it's not one thing, it's another. So y'all just be prepared, y'all in business. Yeah, it's like kind of annoying. Like at this point, my older MacBook runs quicker, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do what it do and figure it out. Why is this not measuring? All right, so obviously it weighs nothing. All right, so what's my favorite scent? So it depends. If I'm feeling like I want something like kind of sweet but not too sweet, because I feel like when it's overly sweet it smells cheap, but my scents aren't like that. So I have one called Peachy Jam. Oh my God, it's like so fragrant. It is so good. And then I have one that's like, I guess people don't really know like what oud is, so I'm gonna say if you know what mahogany teakwood is, it smells better than that. But yeah, I have one called Bakor Oud, and then roses really smell like oud is a good one as well. It's a very manly scent, but I use it in my house all the time. Like people love the smell. Like it smells good. Like it's, I don't know, it's different. When people come in, they're like, ooh, it smells good in here. Like, what's that smell? And it's like, it's oud. It's the oud you're smelling. All right, so 2.1 ounces. 2.1 ounces of apple. What should I add with it? I think I might want to add this. I think I kind of do. Okay, y'all, I'm really just making something up right now. So we're going with the name. We're going with apple. Okay, we're going with apple scent. Okay. Let me get my little mixing stick real quick. So I had at one point, I was making like these little like scent sticks, but oh my God, they were just kind of like getting all over the place. And honestly though, like they were the best because it really was super fragrant. Like actually I have some, look, right here. I need to come up with a better way to do it, but so I bought a whole bunch of these like sticks and I made like a whole bunch of scents on them, and I just kind of like listed it down like sugar, honey, sweet tea, and then I would dip it into the candle and then it'll have the scent on there, and then I'll have like a whole book of them, and then you can just kind of like pull the ones out. You're like, ooh, this roses really smells like, ooh, let me smell that. Okay, let me smell the oud one. Let me smell the cherry one. Let me smell, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a whole bunch of them. But then I was like, why not make a catalog that's scratch and sniff? And it looks better. It has a description of like the candle, and it has like a picture of the actual candle, and I don't know. So that's what I'm working on right now. But now I gotta get a faster computer because, and a better printer. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Like, it's gonna work out. All right, so that one is, because I don't want to do too much with the oil right now, and then I don't like the way it smells, and then I wasted a whole bunch of oil. So I'm gonna do a 0.5 of my secret scent. Can't tell y'all that one. And then I'm gonna mix it in here. All right. So I poured it into this jar, and I'm just gonna test it and see how it smells. It smells good, but it's missing something. So there is a base note, middle note, and top note. And right now it's giving middle note. Just like full on middle note. I need a base note. Let's see what I got that could be a base note. No, I don't want to do that one. That's weird. Ooh. This is small little like secret scent. Let's try that. Let's see. Let me measure this out real quick. And that is 0.4 ounces. And that one is, I don't want to give too much away. It does have apple. All right, so I'm gonna mix that in there. All right, let's see what this smells like. Okay, we're getting there. It's definitely giving apple, but I think I know what's missing. Oh, I don't think I have that one. It's called sugar crystal. Oh, and I think I just ran out of that one. That's my problem. Nope, that's not it. I can't use that one. I don't use that one. Yeah, I haven't got my order in yet. Maybe I can like use this as an example. No, it's gonna mess it up. It's gonna turn it into like a different scent, and right now it's definitely giving apple. Maybe if I add just a little, I don't know. Thank you, you're sweet. All right, I don't know, let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna add just a little like, boom. I'm just kind of like seeing what we got going on here. I'm gonna drop it in there. And that was 2.2. All right, so I'm gonna mix it up and see what we got. Let's see. The problem is it smells good, but then the problem that I have with it just smelling good is like when it burns down, is the smell going to be strong? Because again, I like to have base note, middle note, and top note. So I don't know. We're just going to do this one as a tester and kind of like, you know, this is totally legal, but I want y'all to see. Like, just me pouring it in here. Alright. And I'm gonna put the little top on it. I'm so mad right now because I haven't got my shipment yet of my other scent. So it kind of like messed me up right now in a sense. Alright, so we are going to let that one sit so y'all can see. Woo! So she's going to get hard and I'm going to just kind of like mix it up a little bit and see how it smells in a second. Let's see. So it really does smell good, but I think that extra oil that I don't have right now would really make it pop. But I'm gonna let it cool down, and like in 2 days when it's really hard, I'm gonna smell the cold throw. I'm gonna come back to it and then smell the cold throw and see if it's giving anything. So we'll check it out. So, all right, so my wax is literally pouring out. So I'm gonna pour the wax real quick. Yes, wax, do your thing. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just pouring wax. It was only like not that many people right now, so it's a short interlude. Please hold. I'm just pouring wax at the moment, y'all. So don't mind me. Woo, perfect. All right. Okay, so I just poured my wax and it's super hot. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's super hot right now. I'm just gonna mix this wax in here. And I cannot pour this wax right now into the jars, because if I pour it into the jars and the oil that I'm mixing up, it's gonna burn the smell of the oil off and there's gonna be no smell. So we don't want to do that, because then you just waste it. You know what I'm saying? Just wasted your money, you just wasted your time, and then when you get your candle, it's gonna smell like a dud, and we don't want that. Hi. All right, so I'm just kind of gonna stick with what I know and the scents that I already have right now. So I don't know, y'all. I've kind of just been like not in a mood lately, but kind of in a mood. Was I like this last time when I came up here? I don't know. I don't know if I was in a mood or not. I can't remember. I think I was happy last time I came up here. I think maybe it's because I'm like not really organized, but I'm still here. Like, I'm still here. I get A for effort, right? Don't give me no E. I get A for effort for being here. I showed up. I showed up. I am proud of myself, even though I was not prepared because I was kind of busy. But I need to stop making excuses because I can do better. Period. Crystal, you can do better, and you know you can. Don't mind me, I'm talking to myself. Where is my recipes for my candles? So I have a folder that has my candles. Candle recipes. Oh, here they are, right here. Boom, baby. All right, so before Peachy Jam was actually Peachy Jam, it was actually called Peach Schnapps because I was thinking about a drink, like an alcoholic drink. Hi. You know what I haven't made in a while? I have not made Pocket Full of Posies, and I don't know if I have everything for it. I need to get my life together. Ooh, child. I got a squirt of that. Alright, so I got that one. I have, perfect, that one's right beside it. Apple. Do I have Magnolia anymore? I do have Magnolia because I'm not using Magnolia like that. Magnolia Pure. Hi, I'm making candles. I have gardenia. I love the smell of gardenia, y'all. It is just like, mwah. Let's see. Sunflower. You're a sunflower, and you love me too much. My son loves that song. Okay. And I can make some stuff with that one. So my Pocket Full of Posies. Good thing I am my own boss, right? Because let me tell you, they would send me right home. They would definitely send me home with this dress on. It's a dress. It's a dress. I just wanted to be extra. I don't know. That was actually really funny when I looked up and I saw that. Okay, so boom. All right, so we're gonna make some candles and yeah. So right now I'm just gonna make Pocket Full of Posies. Oh my god. So Pocket Full of Posies is an aromatic base of sage followed up with the mellow notes of a juicy sweet apple mixed with the spicy powder of freesia and the lush creamy nuances of magnolia, coinciding with the king of flowers, rose, lingering off with the herbal soft touch of sunflower, topping this candle off with the intoxicating white floral earthy hint of gardenia and citrus undertones of pineapple and the animaletic note of orange blossom. Yes, I came up with that description because I'm just so extra. So yeah. Oh, thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna do my So the thing about Pocket Full of Posies is I got on my last live, I was telling everybody I got the idea from, yeah, it basically is. Hi, beautiful, how are you? Girl, I'm back up here making my candles. But yeah, it smells like the garden section. But I got the idea whenever I was reading about how they used to like treat their patients. Oh, thank you. Girl, I had a long day at the salon today. I'm actually like really tired. But I was like, okay, I didn't come up here last Tuesday. So let me come up here. Because I don't want y'all thinking I was a liar. I was like, I do not want y'all thinking I'm a liar, and then I do not show up. So I was like, okay, I showed up. I get a little bit of credit for just being here, but I was not prepared. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be better next week. But I showed up. So, hey, girl. Thank you for popping in. That means a lot. How you been? So this is the apple I was telling y'all about that I'm probably gonna have to order more of, but I need to order those pink sugar crystals because that will make the Bonita Apple Balm candle pop for real. So we're gonna do some magnolia. Honestly, I'm kind of like mad right now. I'm in the middle of moving. I'll be placing a candle order. Ooh, girl, let me know. You know I got you. I gotta make something special for you. You gotta tell me like what you like. Oh, I'm excited. So Drew Bear actually started out making wood wick candles, but honestly it was just becoming so much of a like liability because like they pop, and you know I was just like reading so many things about like, it was like, are they healthy for you, are they not healthy for you? You know, a lot of like people were talking about how like they catch on fire a lot, and for the safety of my business, you know what I'm saying, like I just had to stop. So, you know, I got you, girl. I got you. So anything like listed under Tonka, which is the actual name of vanilla, it's just vanilla. It's just a fancier name for vanilla. I got you, girl. I'm working on something special, like a creamy type of vanilla, like. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this magnolia smells so good. Oh, thank you. All right, so we're gonna do, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like fill all these candles right now because I'm really missing out some of my oils, and I haven't got my shipment yet, so I'm kind of like, that's why I said I'm kind of like a little upset right now, but I'm gonna make it do what it do in the meantime. All right, so I'm using my sunflower. I love sunflower. Okay, like that's something about sunflower. I just love the sunflower scent. I forgot how good this freaking candle smells. Pocket Full of Posies is definitely that smell. If you're like trying to like have a very powerful like smell in your house, Pocket Full of Posies is definitely the one to go. It's like the oils are like so concentrated, like they come in like glass jars, so yeah, they're super good. And like sometimes they're like very like teeny small little things, so like they're kind of expensive. All right. Oh yeah. That definitely smells like a Pocket Full of Posies. So this is the one I just poured not too long ago. As you can see, it's getting hard, but I don't want to like mess with it. So the thing about like when you pour candles, do you mix all the scents together or layer them in the wax? I normally layer them, but I'm just kind of like, this one I just wanted to mix and like see how it smells. Oh, what made me get into candles? So long story short, I actually started out with a skincare line. So I was using soy and coconut to like make my own skin cream. I still have it. Actually, the jars that I'm using right now were my prototype jars. Not these jars, but the little mixing jars that I have. I actually finally already got them like approved or whatever. This is actually made out of wheat, like biodegradable wheat. This, if you look close, you can see like the actual like specs on it. But yeah, it's made out of wheat. They're custom jars and everything. So I was going through the process. Like I was in year 2 of my skincare line. Finally got it approved. All the ingredients are all natural, and you know I just started making it myself and was using it, and it was actually like showing good results and everything. And then COVID hit, and then one of the people that I was vendors I was getting some of my products from, oh, thank you for the heart me, that's so sweet. Just shut down. And it was like, well, we can't, you know, send you anything right now because just like our factory, blah, blah, blah. So I had all this oil, I had all these waxes, and I was just like, okay, I need to get my money back. I need to do something in the meantime because I was just at home. I wasn't doing anything. And I looked up online and it was just like many uses of like waxes, many uses of like oils. And I was like, I can make candles, and actually I can make better candles, and I love candles, and my house is full of candles, and we spend so much money on candles. Why not have my own candle line? Because it falls into the like self-care skin, you know what I'm saying? Like put on a nice robe and like do your makeup, or just like do a facial and just like burn a candle. And I was just like, it falls into like the CMMC brand anyways. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And then long story short, here I am like almost year 4, you know, and yeah, I finally got my own like jar line, like with my name like engraved into the candle. That took a while because I started out making stickers and stuff like that, and girl, it's been a process, but that's how I started. Thank you. I'm still working on it. Like I'm nowhere where I envision myself at right now, but you know, it just takes time, and I know I'm gonna get there. But do I get discouraged, y'all? Let me tell y'all, yes, I be getting discouraged because I be seeing girls online and all they gotta do is, you know, make a song talking about their booty hole brown, no shade. And next thing you know, oh, thank you. Next thing you know, they get in a bag. Y'all need to hear that bass in my voice, did y'all? Please don't go tell her I said that. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are just so sweet, babes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to give up because I spent too much money. I came too far. I'm just going to make the best of it. I'm making lemonade. I'm making strawberry lemonade out of these limes. Oh my gosh, I cracked myself up. Corny mom jokes. So, y'all, I'm not even gonna hold y'all right now. Y'all probably get upset with me, but I cannot even make any more candles right now because I do not have all my oils that I'm supposed to have. So please don't get mad. But I'm probably just going to fix the candles that were messed up. I'm gonna bring them over here so we can do that on live for a little bit. And then that's pretty much it. We could talk for a little while or whatever, but yeah, so I'm gonna put these oils away right now. Girl, let me tell you, like they love I'm telling you, they love my candles. Like one time, there was a family event, and girl, no lie, I literally brought candles. I brought a box, like a big box. Actually, the box that the candles come in, I brought a big box like this. And they were just like little sample candles, like, you know, just like, hey, you know, I brought some candles. Girl, everybody rushed over. They was just like, oh, I want this one. Oh, I want this one. I want this one. They left. It was crumbs, girl. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that makes me feel good. It was just so funny seeing them. I was like, you would have thought I brought them food, honey. But it made me feel good. I was just like, oh, y'all actually like my candles. How do you feel about wood wicks? About a candle with one, it's hard to keep it lit. So yeah, let me tell you. So that was the problem that I was having. So when I first started, I was into, you know, the wood wicks. I was like, ooh, the crackle, the burn, the pop. It's giving luxury. It's giving cabin. Child, it's giving, it almost caught my house on fire. I was like, So if I was having a problem with it, I was like, I was like, I do not want to send these out to somebody and then next thing you know, it overheats or it don't work. And then a lot of people were just like, oh, well, I lit my candle and it was just crackling and it popped for a little bit and then it went out. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, like I heard it crackling and popping and went out. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll buy a different brand of the wicks. So I was like, okay, I bought a different brand, blah, blah, blah. Tried it. Oh, it got too hot. Like it was just like coming. It was just too much. I was just like, I can't like risk like me like in the beginner phase of my business and then like get sued, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody's house burnt down. Thank God I have insurance anyways, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just kind of like that. The wooden wicks scare me. So I don't know. I mean, they sound really nice though. I'm not gonna lie. Who doesn't love like a good like crackle? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, thank you, Kenyo. That's a really nice name, by the way. That's different. I love names with like Y's and stuff in it too. My name has a Y in it, by the way. My son's name starts with a Y. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's this one company. It's called the Wooden Wick Company, and they have like wigs, but I guess they made it work for them. So I don't know if they like created their own brand of wigs, because nobody has sued them. Nobody has had, not that I know of, nobody's had no issues with them or anything. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of like, it scares me. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, this candle though, like I haven't even poured the pocket full of posies, y'all. If you want to smell like you're walking through a garden of flowers, all types of flowers, gardenia, magnolia, roses, ocean roses, sunflowers, whatever, I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. With the wooden wicks, that's good. Did you get one from the Wooden Wick Company? Or did you get one from like another place? Because like, I feel like also like when you're getting into a business that not like people like, I don't know, I'm not saying that people withhold, yeah, from, okay, Drew Bar, yeah, from Wooden Wick Company, yeah, they're pretty good. Like I've been reading about them and stuff like that, and I like their stuff. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like they're on their ish, but like they started out just like me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure like they took time to like really figure out what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And you know, I just realized like that doesn't work for me, so I had to give it up. I was like, you know what, that's not my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like my bamboo wicks. They're bamboo wicks. They work for me. They burn very slow. I love a slow burning candle. Bro, I've been burning this candle for like a month now. Like literally burning this candle for a whole month. It's just burning and it smells so powerful. Like I can smell it upstairs. It's so powerful. So I don't know. It just works for me. I do. So if you go on my website and look for anything that has oud, especially Bakor oud, which is the flame of oud, I'm telling you, like, mwah, that one is like the best one. It's very masculine. Like, I don't want to compare it to any other candle brand, but it's like mahogany teakwood. So look, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that one. Or roses really smell like oud. That's a good one too. All right, so I'm going to pull the other candles that I need to fix, and then I'm gonna bring it over. No, thank you, Kenyo. That's so sweet. I love whenever people support, and that just makes me feel good because I feel like people actually care. And then I also, whenever, you know, y'all support me, I actually send you like goodies and discounts, like little surprises in your email. So you never expect it. Like I said, I have a catalog coming out, and the catalog's not free, but you never know, it will be free for the ones that support. You might get something, you know, in the mail just because, like, hey, thank you for supporting. Thank you for being part of the nation, the Crystal Marie Nation. And look forward to seeing something in the mail. And it'll be a 16-page catalog, you know, scratch and sniff. And, you know, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like fun stuff, or like 20% off here, and or a free candle, buy one, get one free, you know, once you buy from me. So, all right, so I'm going to show y'all. These candles had some issues. So I'm going to show y'all how I fix them. You're like, Crystal, what do you mean these candles had some issues? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. All right, so sometimes whenever it's hot and then it gets like cold, like really quickly, the candles can like drop, or kind of like, let me show you. Get holes. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like, right? Isn't that a great idea? It's giving like Mary Kay. So you see how this one drops like that? So how you fix it, like this one drops. Boom. All right. And I just kind of go in, and so my phone is pretty charged right now, so I'm just going to unplug it because I got to use the power source. All right. Because it can get kind of messy and kind of hot too, so I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing. I'm creating this. Why does it do that? Because the temperature in the room, it like is cold. So right now it's cold, but the jars are hot because of the wax when I pour it in there. And it's just like a temperature change. So the jar might be hot and then it's cold in the house. So then it just concaves. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them do it, some of them don't. And then sometimes the jar is too cold and then the wax is too hot. So some people say like to heat the jar up before you pour the actual wax in there. It's just a lot. It's like a lot of science that goes into it. Honestly, out of like 60 candles, like this is actually not pretty bad. So thank you. All right, so let's look at this one. So this one kind of like fell in a little bit. So I am just going to go in, let me show y'all, kind of heat it up a little bit. I'm gonna get a, probably like, I don't know, next week I'll probably get one of those cameras that go over top. Like the stand, the tripod, so y'all can see like, you know, what I'm doing. Can y'all see inside? Y'all can pretty much see right now, right? Because like I said, y'all, oh, it smells so good though. Also, you can also put my candle jars on the wax warmers. Let me tell you, it smells so freaking good when you do that. Why does it smell so good? Oh, because I made it. And just to clean it off a little bit, you can just go around it. It can get kind of messy, but it's fine. This is a heat gun. And then once it looks like it's like the top layer is actually like all melted down and it's actually filling in that hole, you can, I just kind of like I said, I heat it around it. Just be careful because it can be a little hot. And I just use my clean towel, clean off the jar. It smells so good. And I'm just gonna let it rest and cool down and it should be good. Okay, so we got another jar here. That one's so fresh and so clean. It smells so good. Am I a lefty? Oh no. You said you've never seen this strap before. Oh my god. That is funny. I'm not a lefty. I think it's probably just because I didn't flip the camera or whatever. I'm still trying to learn this like system and like TikTok, you know, live thing. So when I get some time, I'll learn it a little better. And again, I just kind of like clean around it. And then I just wipe it down. To make sure it's like no residue left on it. I smell like the candle. I promise y'all, like everything I create is like I would wear it as a perfume, like not even lying. All right, perfect. So for this one, I'm just going to add one of these holders because it's starting to bend and I don't want that problem because I want it to stay in the middle. And then I'm just gonna put that to the side. All right, next, this hole is really deep, so I'm going to put the candles in the oven on a cookie sheet, then place in the fridge. I could do that. It would heat up the whole thing. I don't think I would want to do that because I don't know how that would handle the jars. Because honestly, it's just filling the hole. But yeah, it is a lot of work. Well, I've been on TikTok for a while before it even got popular. I was up here making dance videos before anybody even really knew what it was. And then like whenever like that era, like COVID hit, like TikTok really got big. But I was already up here and then I was just like, oh, everybody's just like on TikTok now. But I was never using like TikTok live or anything at the time. I just recently started using TikTok live, but I've been on TikTok for a while though. And I'm just gonna clean it. I am on the gram, so it's I am Crystal Marie. You're funny. All right, so this one is really indented. So my jars are made out of ceramic. Do you think that would like hurt it or anything? Hurt the jars, or like would it make it crack? What do you think? Since they're made out of ceramic. Okay, so I got this one down. I think I might need to heat it up just a little bit. Yeah, if I have like a whole bunch more like this next time, I'll give it a test. I give it a little like, I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on it though, because as soon as I hear something, I'm taking them out. But I'm gonna try it. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of our cookware is ceramic. You're right. Thank you for that idea. I appreciate that. That's actually smart. Yeah, because it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time just to like do everything, honestly. Like even just like ordering like for me, like I didn't order like, I didn't just like overnight decide to like put a price. So a lot of people like with my candles are luxury, number one. They're luxury candles. So anything that you get that's luxury is because it's quality. So me trying to explain to people like, you know, oh well, you know, people that ask about like the price of my candles. Yeah, my candles are priced higher than you would if you went to a big box store, or, you know, these big name, I don't want to say the name of the candle stores, because they're manufactured because of the quantity, not the quality. They have paraffin, they have, you know, just regular jars, glass jars. You know, it's fast production. It's not quality. I took the time. I have quality oil. I have quality wax. My jars are custom, so it's not no cheap jars. My wicks are pure cotton wicks, so those aren't cheap. So, and then I take the time not only to buy all that, afford all that, pay for that, invest in that, and then I'm hand making them. It's not made by a factory. It's not made by, you know what I'm saying, like some robot. It's made by me. It's made by a person. Not only am I making them handmade, I'm actually putting more oil in it, which makes it a bougie candle, which is a perfume candle, because I'm putting more oil inside of the jar than wax, which means I have to make sure I ration it out where it doesn't start a fire. So I have to be knowledgeable on how much oil I'm putting in here, because I want y'all to have a very high fragrant candle and not some candle that's just going to smell good after the first burn. So how do I do that? I pour it in layers. So it takes me a while, because I got to pour a layer here, and then I got to let it get hard, and then I got to come back in 30 minutes and pour another layer, and then I got to come back and pour another layer, and then I got to come back and pour another layer. So my candles take time. So because of that, I'm going to price it at that price, because it is a luxury candle. It's not a cheap candle. It's not something I just threw together. It's not something I just pieced together and said, here, buy it because I'm pretty. No, I actually took the time, took the money, invested, did the research, went through 3 years of trial and error, started making my own jars out of concrete, going to Lowe's, because I didn't want to have cheap jars like everybody else had. So when someone says, oh, well, your jars are expensive, yeah, they are, because they're luxury. They are. When you go to Dippity Q or Joe Malone or Louis Vuitton or Dior and you buy candles from them, or, you know what I'm saying, you buy a designer luxury item, you don't complain about that. So don't complain about my luxury item. Just because I'm not in stores yet, don't mean you can sit here and tell me that, oh, well, your candles are overpriced. That means you're not my client, you know what I'm saying, or my customer, or my base, or whatever the case may be. You're not for me, babes, and that's fine. Go to Walmart, go to, you know what I'm saying, go get your little $5 paraffin candle that smells like plastic after the first burn, that you can't even smell anything anymore, and have a great day. Did I say all that? You sound like my brother with the Creed candle. My brother was like, you should make a Creed candle. I was like, boy, he was like, we gotta find some oils to make a Creed candle. I'm like, bro. I was like, I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued. He was like, well, I'm gonna do. He was like, I'll invest some money into it so you can find the right oil. I'm like, my brother is like, oh, thank you, Moolah, you're so sweet. My brother like loves candles. He just retired at the Army, so like my brother has bought like every scent for me, and he was like, sis, I need you to make a Creed one. He was like, you could probably buy the oils. I was like, yeah, so they can sue me. I was like, I have to find the oils, which takes time, that even smell close to it, and I have to like kind of like come up with an inspired scent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. Exactly. And that's because, you know, and that's a good price point. I bet you if you would have got them when they first started out with the large jars, it probably would have cost you more. But because now they're like a big factory, they can cut the cost a little bit, because they're getting, you know, more sales, and, you know, they can sell them wholesale and buy everything wholesale now. So, you know, once I get bigger and once I, you know, finally get my factory, because it's going to happen regardless, you know, the price will go down because finally I'm able to like have more production. I'll be able to have employees. I'll be able to have bigger size jars. My goal is to go from 9 ounces to 16 ounces to 24 ounces to 36 ounces to 48 ounces. I want to have a big fat one that's probably like all blacked out, matte black, like, I don't know, 16 wicks in it. Like, it's a process. So this for me is small, but I see the future. It's going to be big. I see it. So, you know, I'm not going to let anyone turn me down and like try to talk bad about me and be like, oh, well, you're too expensive. Okay, well, maybe you need to go get some more money. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not about to sit here and like lower my standards of what I see for my vision and my business and my goals for myself, because I know I can get into Ulta. I know I can get into Sephora. I know I can, because I have a quality product, and I'm not going to like sit here and like, you know, cheapen myself because you can't afford it, you know? I want to have a tree stump, you know what I'm saying? CM mosquito candles. Oh yeah, so I do plan on having one that does have like lemongrass in it that you can put outside, like a mosquito repellent. I just really got to find a really good lemongrass oil that works. So my thing is, like, I'm so OCD. I don't want to just put something out there and then it's trash, you know? I would hate to like promote, yeah, this candle spur mosquito repellent, and then you got about 50-11 mosquito bites. It's like, this girl done lied and I just spent my money. So I do a lot of like, so I don't know if y'all see, you can't see right now, but like these right here are like small little tester oils. These are like, okay, we getting bit down here too. Y'all getting bit in Chicago? Y'all got mosquitoes out there like that in Chicago? We in the South, we got mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, let me get to working on it then, huh? I need to get to working on the mosquito repellent candles for y'all real quick. I just gotta find that right oil that actually works, or that one concoction that actually smells good, because I don't want it to smell like, you know, freaking sage balm when you burn. Nothing wrong with sage balm, but nobody wants to smell like tartar balm. Have that candle lit and be like, oh God, you smell like medicine, honey. We still want to smell kind of good. This one smells so good. This one's lemon. This is a good kitchen candle right here. I'm telling y'all. Thank you, Mula. Oh, who gave me another perfume bottle? That was so sweet. I appreciate that. Sorry I missed it. I was just talking, wasn't I? Just running my mouth. So it looks like I fixed all of my problem candles. That one has a bubble. We don't want the bubbles. Yeah, when you see a bubble, that means it's going to drop down low. Let me show you. Y'all can see what I'm doing right here. Alright. Alright, that one should be good. Alright, perfect. Yes, citronella. Yeah, the air pockets will sink the wax. I actually do have a YouTube channel, Taryn. Glitter. That's a cute name, by the way. It's Crystal Marie. So literally my name on YouTube, and that's it. It's just Crystal Marie. I am Crystal Marie, or Crystal Marie. That's pretty much it. But my name is spelled Crystle. And honestly, I'm trying to, like, let me tell y'all, YouTube is a whole different beast. Okay, like, I have been like trying to break the YouTube algorithm for years now. Like, this past year I started my new channel, which is Crystal Marie, the channel that I just promoted. And I'm only only took almost, I don't know, 7 months to get to 800 140 something subscribers. And I post every day, but I post shorts because I was noticing when I would post videos, it would like not get any traction. And I was just like, okay, I know I'm posting good content. Like I would literally like, thank you. Of course, you're welcome, Taryn. What scent is the Valentine's Day candle, banana or cherry? So the they both were Valentine's Day candles. So they came with like little cute hearts and everything. Oh, thank you, KP. I like both of them now. I'm not gonna hold you. The banana is amazing. If you're into like baked banana bread, like real like a banana smell, that's the one. Like I have a few girls, they're like, oh my god, I love that smell. It literally smells like bananas. I was like, it's because it is bananas. It's called This Ish is Bananas. Yeah, everyone loves like shorts. So I literally just kind of like every day I put a short up there. But the problem with it is though, like I'll put a short up there and it'll be a good short too, because I'm like, okay, nobody has this short up here. The quality's good. I made sure my camera was clean. I made sure I kept it short and simple. I have good music. It's a good buy. And it'll get 3 plays. I'm like, ain't no way. No, ain't no way. But then I'll post another video. I'll delete that video and repost it. And then it'll have 5,000 plays. I'm like, oh my God. Like trying to break the algorithm on YouTube is just so gnarly. And then I was like getting really excited because I was like, okay, finally I'll reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. And then I can finally get monetized. So I'll start, you know, posting more videos, like long videos. Like I'll maybe go live up there. Then I find out not only do you need to have 1,000 subscribers, they added where if you have 1,000 subscribers, you also need to have 1 million plays or on shorts or like 4,100 watch hours added to it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to get monetized at this rate. Like it's going to be crazy. Yeah, I'm going to be my own professional Hey, Brandon, where you been? I've been up here since 8 o'clock. Look, the way Hollywood going, apparently I'll get 40 cents from YouTube at their rate, because apparently they not paying nobody right now. So I think all these platforms are going to go, you're at work, okay, you get a pass. Honestly, the chat has not been too bad. Surprisingly, I'm actually very much so surprised. Crystal's candles, yeah. You like it? I don't got no heels on today, Brandon. Hollywood is going broke, and I actually feel really bad for like the writers and like all the people that's been putting in that work. But I don't know. I kind of think this is like a new era for everybody to like really figure out how they're going to make it without Hollywood anyways. Like it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when the producer, I mean the people, it's only 3 rich people that run it anyways. They're like, oh, we're just going to starve them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. They're like, they're going to come back running. So I'm just saying, I think it's time that small time writers and actors and stuff like create their own like platform or something. Like this is the time YouTube really need to be trying to help people out. But are they part of Hollywood? I don't know. They might be friends with them at this point. You never know at this point. I don't know. Yeah, karma is real though. That's probably why they're like, oh, they'll come back because they ain't gonna find nobody to give them their $3 checks, residuals like you do. Am I a marketing genius? I'm trying. Let me tell you though. Y'all know what I have in plan, because I was like, oh, I can hire somebody. Look, I'm not about to do all that. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm not about to do that right now, because I'm still investing money in my business. I'm still investing time, and I'm still a mama at the end of the day. Like, I'm about to take my child to Mario Land in Hollywood. That's expensive. Like, sabotaging that new movie about trafficking. I know, I was actually about to watch that tonight. I'm watching that movie tonight. Okay, why did I get happy about it? I should not be happy about that movie, but I'm happy because I keep hearing about it and you just brought it up. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I heard it's actually really sad. But anyways, so what was I about to say? Yeah, so my investment in myself is I'm gonna invest by being my own marketing genius, and I'm gonna figure it out because I'm tired of giving people my money. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. And I'm not getting nowhere. Okay, because I just gave this man online on Fiverr. I probably shouldn't have went on Fiverr, but I did anyways because I thought I was getting a deal. But honey, I think my 5-year-old could have did this. I paid him $500, probably even more, probably like maybe like $560 or whatever, because I tipped him or whatever, because whatever, he still did the work. It wasn't the best work, but I paid him $500 to freaking redo my website. Now my website is not trash, okay? Thank you, Brandon. Can you make a candle that smells like steak and potatoes? That would be interesting smell. I could, but where would I even buy those oils from? But yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with this. Yeah, somebody refresh my memory. Oh yeah, so I paid him $500 to freaking I'm about to pour this wax into this like pocket full of posies candle that I made. I paid him $500 for this freaking website. I wanted my website to be more modern, you know what I'm saying? Like, my website is not trash right now. I built my website. You know, it took a little time, but it's the best. You know, it's the best I can do because I'm not a freaking website designer, right? So, and again, I'm just pouring this one because this was just one of the little tester ones. I'm not pouring this one in layers, so don't be like, I thought you said you poured them in layers. Babes, calm down. It's just a tester one because I'm missing a scent, so I just want to see how it smells after it hardens. Just a tester. So, because y'all gonna be looking for any excuse to rag up on me. But yeah, so I paid them for this website. Now, you would think if somebody paid you, they would really take the time to invest. Be in my 600-pound life because you always gonna be hungry. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, it's funny. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna live free. I'm actually gonna put this candle into the fridge. I want to see what you're talking about. So I'm about to put this in the fridge. I literally only have enough room in my freezer right now. Refrigerator or freezer? Which one? Refrigerator? Because I just cleaned my refrigerator out. All right, which one? Either, okay, I'm just going to put it in. Smells good. I'm gonna put it in my refrigerator. So give me a second. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this turns out since it's a tester. We had a whole fridge smelling like a pocket full of posies. We're gonna see if this actually works. All right, but yeah, so I paid him $500 to fix my website, and y'all, now. This man, I don't know. Maybe he was just not understanding it because he was on Fiverr and he was in a different country. So maybe he just was not understanding what I was saying because I'm not mean. So, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to work with him. Why my candles look radioactive? He had a green light behind my candles. Like, it was like a radioactive green light behind my candles. I don't even know how he found that filter. I was just like, why would you put a filter on my candles? Like, my candles are black and white. The colors are black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get a separate fridge. I just want to see how it turns out tomorrow. It's just one. But yeah, so there was a freaking like illuminated like radioactive look. It's like, no, why would someone want to buy these candles? They're gonna be like, oh my God, these candles look like they're gonna make me grow a third eyeball. Like, exactly. He was supposed to fix it until I was happy, but when I said them to him, he was like, okay, well, you said that you already liked it, but I didn't know that it was green. I didn't know the second and third page was green. He only sent me pictures, like little screenshots of like the first pages. I didn't know how this worked. So whenever he was like, okay, the website is up and running, blah, blah, blah. And I had already approved everything. And I was just like, oh my God, like that is so bad. Like, please. I was just like, okay, can you just like, can you fix it? And he was like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already approved it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God, well, can you at least just turn it back to like what I originally had it as? I was like, because it looks like my candles are like poisonous. Like, it literally was like a green filter behind it. It was the most ugliest thing. I have no green in my candles. Like, my brand logo is black, white, maybe like cement gray, maybe like a beige. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to, but I literally was just like, I just gave him 3 stars and I kept it moving. Like, I was just like, ooh, child, like, that was like the worst. I was like, and Fiverr's supposed to be a bit cheaper, and he was top rated, so I paid him $500. I was like, oh, he's top rated, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. Complaint to Fiverr, but that was like a couple of months ago. Is it too late? Do you wear Crocs? I don't wear Crocs, but my son wears Crocs. He likes Crocs, but I wear like heels and stuff. Like right now I'm wearing slippers, but you know, they're just like house slippers. But yeah, if I was a nurse or something, I would wear Crocs. Heelys. I actually always wanted a pair of Heelys, y'all. I always wanted to be like one of those like kids to be like, hey, but I can't skate, so that would have been horrible. That would have been so bad. Okay, so I fixed all these candles. Okay, so I want to give y'all a story time. I use them all the time. When they mess up, I complain. Maybe I need to do that. Old school hoverboard. I need to get a hoverboard. I'm just so scared. Like, anything where I have to have like, where I have to let a robot or like let some like skates or something control my balance, I kind of like freak out. Like, I grew up in like a really like rural area in the South where we didn't have, like, we had dirt roads, so a skateboard on a dirt road was non-existent. Like, every time I saw like a kid on a skateboard, I was like, oh, they must live in California because that's cool. I don't know what that is out here. Which, and probably up the street, they probably had skateboards and stuff where they actually had like concrete roads and stuff. But yeah, anywho's, it's not too late. Actually, my son has a skateboard. Like, he be skating and I be taking him out, and I be trying to act like I know what I be doing. I'm like, no, you gotta kick, push, coast. He be singing the song, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I heard it in the song. But he thinks I know what I'm talking about because I heard it in the song. So he be singing that song. He's like, Mom, remember? I'm coasting. I'm like, yeah, kick, push, coast. I'm like, woo. Thank God for music. It really taught me something. Now I can teach him and act like I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, this candle smells so good. Y'all, I'm just like, I just be smelling my candles and I just be so proud of myself. I'm like, this is really my brand. This is really my, like, it makes me happy. So I just want to say a word to the people out there. If you have a business, you know what I'm saying, like, don't get discouraged. Don't, like, you know, feel like, oh, dang, like, it's cringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep promoting myself and I only got 1 sale this week, or, you know, only 1 person liked my post or whatever, or dang, I see all my friends like my stuff, but you know what I'm saying, like, well, quote unquote friends, but are they really your friends? You know, I see only 1 person liked it or whatever, but 20 people viewed it. Just keep posting, just keep going, just keep pushing, because eventually you're going to reach your goal. Eventually you're going to get there. And shoot, I was just saying earlier in this live, like, you know, I be just kind of like in my head, like, dang, am I a loser? Like, am I ever gonna make it? But I'm like, girl, stop playing. Yes, you are. You get up every day and you promote yourself. You get up every day and you push. You get up every day and you, even if it's reposting a post that you already posted, because today you just do not feel like making a candle, or today you just don't have a client. You know what I'm saying? Like, just post yourself, post it, repost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my god, it's the perfume for me. I'm about to be like an AI. It smells so good. Thank you. Don't do that. You grind that out. Is the journey we all remember. Oh my God, yeah. Like, I just like kind of like look back at like even where I just started from, like when I was younger. Like, oh my God, I've been through it. Remember, you have to pull an arrow back in order to go forward. Oof, that was a good one, Drew Bear. I'm telling you, when I'm gonna be like one of them gladiator bows. Like, I mean, I'm going all the way. I'm going super far. I'm going sonic speed. Them AI people be getting paid if they're good. That one girl make like 2K alive. Yeah, that one girl that has the popcorn. She gotta have like a good like mind, because how do you like stay in character? Like, somebody gives you a freaking heart or whatever, or ice cream. Ice cream, yum. Yum, 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 yum. And it's just like, bitch, you're doing this, you're doing that. You're like paying attention to all this. You're over here. It's just like, I cannot. Like, my brain is like, how do you do this? Like, people are talking crap about her, but I'm like, I mean, she getting her bag, but I would literally be like, oh my God, I can only focus on one thing at a time. I didn't put my finger inside the flat iron. Like, oh my God. I would get a lot of money then. Oh my gosh. Thank you. You have a factory in Chicago? I do plan on watching that movie though. Brandon, did you watch that movie? Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. And then when my hair is down because it's curly, they'll be like, oh no, you look like Christina Milian. And I'm just like, okay. I get Lisa Ray and Christina Milian a lot. So, I mean, they're both beautiful people. And then when my hair is like straightened out sometimes, like, or it's blonde or whatever, some people say I look like Sierra. I'm like, Sierra's pretty too. Everybody's so pretty. Like, They say we all have doppelgangers out here, I guess. I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it. I think is it on Netflix or what is it on? Because I want to look it up today, because one of my favorite YouTubers posted it and I want to watch it. I was actually going to watch it tonight. It's on Netflix. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Oh, it's still in theaters? Dang. Brandon, what was the name of the movie again? It's Freedom something. Yeah, I heard the beginning of it was just like, it's on Netflix also? Really? Okay. I'm gonna check it. The Sound of Freedom. Yeah. The Sound of Freedom. Yeah, I want to see it, because she was saying like how she was like, it's kind of like sick, you know? I know. But you know what? I need that. I need a good, like, I'm already very protective over my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Camille said it's not that great. It's not that great. I like honest opinions, so thank you. The girl that I watched on YouTube was talking about it, and she was just like, it's sick. She was like, yeah. No, I'm not. I literally just put this dress on just to... I just put this dress on to come up here and make candles for y'all. That is it. Like, one thing y'all gonna know about me, I just wear dresses and gowns just because. Isn't it cute though? Okay, probably gonna make you second guess everything you do out in public. Yeah, there's way more interesting stuff on TikTok. Okay, at least you are not doing that AI stuff. Oh my God, I was literally just saying that. Yeah, there's more. So you're saying like there's more better stuff on TikTok than that movie? Y'all, I like that. Check on your candle in the fridge right quick. It's definitely not hardened. I cannot see. I'm gonna check on it, but I do not think. Yeah, so it's hardened, but it's not like, it's just like this one over here. So this is the one I made earlier. I don't want to get it down. So it's still, it does look more flawless. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to let it sit in the fridge overnight because I want to see how hard it gets. And I want to see if it drops. So if it works, and then I'm going to burn it too because I want to see how it burns. So we're going to test it. I want to see how it turns out. And if it works, I want to tell you thank you for putting me onto something new. I love that. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to go buy one of those little fridges to put on the floor and just kind of just like stack that baby up. Like the movie is a PG version. It's very general. Oh, wow. What do they smell like? I have many scents. If you go to my website, in my bio, it has like a description. Yeah, live free. I'm actually really excited. I can't wait to see how it turns out in the morning. Because I don't like to burn them after the first day. Like the second day is fine. The third day is like, then it's really, really good. But I like for them to be really, really hard. And then that keeps it where you can actually have like a slow, steady burn. So, okay, well, okay, y'all, I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to make more candles tonight. I am, okay, Brandon, because what was Karen talking about? She was putting some stuff up here. I didn't want to like offend her because what if she really was talking a different language, but I feel like she was trolling me, so I was just like, okay, let me just ignore her because I think she's trolling me. It'd be so hard, y'all. But y'all, I'm on Threads. Y'all need to add me on Threads. So my Instagram is I am Crystal Marie, but I mean, you know, Instagram and Threads are the same thing. I be talking crazy up there. Okay, no, I don't. I don't be talking that crazy. I honestly really don't because I used to talk crazy, but I've calmed down. I'm gonna try that out too, Live Free. Okay, if she come back, I'm just gonna ignore her. I'm just gonna ignore her if she comes back. That's fine. Thank you, Live Free, for the advice. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and you have a good one. Bye. Oh my God, y'all, this candle. Y'all, literally, I've been burning this candle for a month, okay? It's still down here and it's still burning. That's why I be telling people, like, if you take care of your candle properly and like after you burn it, pull out that mushroom, that black mushroom, I'm telling you, like, your candle will stay burning super clean. It won't, you know what I'm saying, have all the black soot, and it'll smell so powerful, and it'll be the way it needs to be, the whole burn. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. Again, y'all, I'm sorry. I just have not had all my oils come in yet. Once I get all my oils, I'll be able to like do some fun stuff. I don't know. I might work on that Creed candle that my brother has been like begging me to make. So I might make an inspired Creed candle. I'm not trying to get sued by anybody. So I have to, of course, like figure that out. Okay, Drew Bear, that just made me happy because that was the whole purpose. Okay, I was about to go, but I'm here now because you just reminded me to like talk about it. That was the whole purpose of why I was inspired to make these jars out of ceramic, because I just love the aesthetic. Like, you can reuse them. They're made out of ceramic. So just think about, like, when you're done, you can clean it out really good, and then the jar is still good. It can be used for anything. You can like fill it up with your Q-tips and your vanity ladies, your cotton swabs, you know what I'm saying? Like your face swabs. See, Brandon, okay, I see you about to use yours as a coffee mug now after you get done. I'm telling you, it's super bouge. Like, oh, what's that brand? It's just like, oh, CMMC Crystal Marie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just made me so happy. Like, that was the whole purpose. That was why I was inspired, because I was like, I want to be able to reuse the jars, because after you burn a regular like candle that's made out of glass, you just throw it away. You don't care. The sticker's stuck on it, and who wants to peel stickers off? There's no sticker on here. It's engraved in a jar and it's super bouge. It's just like, I don't want to throw it away. It's like, it's super nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then think your outfit sells all this. Thanks. And think about whenever I do get to the next level in my business and I have the 16-ounce jar, because these are white, but the next jars that I'm doing, they're going to be all matte black and they're going to be engraved with my name, but they're going to be black and they're going to be 16 ounces. So they're going to be even bigger, and they're still going to be reusable, and they're going to be made out of ceramic. So like, you could just do so many things with them. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, and put the lid on it. Okay, as a travel mug. I'm about to go in my car tomorrow, bring one of these, bring the lid, and be like, I'm just drinking my coffee. And shout out to Drew there for the idea. The black one's bigger than the white ones, I feel. Oh my God, I did not mean that. Brandon, oh my God, that's actually friggin' hilarious. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll do. I swear there's no jar. There's no discriminations in my jars. I love all colors. Oh my God, that was a really good one, Brandon. That was actually hilarious. Oh, thank you, Kennedy. Super sweet. I'm sorry, that was funny. Exactly. It's just a myth. We know. It was just a funny joke, though. That was funny. Oh my gosh. That was a good one, though. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my gosh, y'all. I cannot believe I've been up here since 8 o'clock and I have not made that many candles. I feel bad, but again, like I said, I didn't have all my oils. They haven't came in. So, we just kind of went over just like fixing the issues, fixing the potholes in there. And then I opened up a new box of jars. So you got to see like how it comes, how it looks, how it's packaged. And I brought out like the blocks of wax. You got to see that as well. And just kind of like a little more information. Like I said, like every time I come up here, it'll get better. Eventually I'll probably have some signs in the back, maybe some lights or whatever. And eventually some games and stuff. And I'm working. It's a process. I'll get better and better in time. And, you know, y'all can watch me grow and we can grow together. But I really do appreciate everyone that comes up here and just takes the time to even just watch me. Like, even if you don't buy anything, like, just watch me and just interact with me. It means a lot to me. So I really do appreciate y'all. But I am actually about to go. I'm gonna try to see if I can watch that movie. If not, then I'll find something else to watch. Probably something conspiracy theory-ish, because I'm feeling kind of, you know, extraterrestrial and ethereal right now. And, yeah, so, hi. But yeah, I am going to go, and I will be back next Tuesday at 8, and then I will have all the oils that I'm supposed to have, and we can make a whole bunch more, like this whole thing. I'll probably have a whole new setup, a better setup for everybody. So, but thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, and I hope you have a good, peaceful night. Thank you for coming on, especially after work, or even if you're still at work. Like, that means a lot. Okay, Rob. Well, I'm in a big house, so I don't know what to tell you, babes. Sorry. I don't know. But y'all have a good one. Bye. Bye, Drew Bear. I'm gonna use my coffee mug.